Well, I made a video the other day, and it was kind of not really a cooking. I was cooking, but what I was showing you, well, I'm going to combine. I'm going to splice together a few videos. I'm going to try it. I don't know how long it's going to take me or what it's going to be like, but that's kind of what I got on my mind, because I'm not into going out to the stores right now. I just feel the need to lay low, and also, look at this. Whoops. It's a good time to lay low. I've got this on a tripod, so let's see if I can get it to move a little bit. There. There's the flag. It's not so bad right now. Maybe it is. What's whipping around there are the vines from the house. Okay, so it's not a bad time to stay in. Now I'm going to show you my finger here. Get this set up. And I'm going to show you the purse I've been wearing non-stop. There it is. Okay, what happened? I was a pasta bowl, big heavy pasta bowl, slipped out of, slipped off the side of the sink, and I think I went to grab it and it broke, and I think I have 7 stitches. What happened? It was a big C-shaped, big C-shaped thing, and then it got nicked here, and Band-Aids, it's only been on for a little while, it's all messed up. They put some, they call it glue, they put it on, it stings because I got a little cut there. At least it didn't hurt my nails. Well, whatever. But anyways, I'm okay, and it's really shocking. When it happened, it was like, as soon as it happened, I knew something was wrong. I think that's when it hit the nerve. I don't know how much I could feel in the end. I don't want to investigate it to find out. But I know it just feels funny. But as soon as that, I just knew that it was something icky. And yeah, it bled, and I had to find a place to go. I didn't know where the urgent care was. And I ended up there anyways. I thought I was going to the emergency at that point. And I said, isn't there an urgent care around here? And they go, yeah, it's right here. And I said, oh, good. So that worked out great. So that's that story. And then also crochet. Just before this, I did a crochet video that I'm going to try to splice some of it in here on learning to crochet doilies. And it's just really loose instruction, believe me. But if it just could inspire someone to do it, and that wants to do it, to try it, that would be good. But I did that a day or so before this happened. So meanwhile, I couldn't do the follow-up video. But I did get some heavier yarn to use, and that might be spliced in this video too. Purse of the day, I glued this, I know, no lighting. I'm going to turn my light on, if I can figure out how to do it on my camera. Does this sit right here? There. Cool. Okay, let's see. I'm lost here. Sorry. Anyways, this purse that I've been carrying is the Coach Metallic Isabelle, and it's a silver bronze. It's supposed to be gold. Really, it is gold when you capture it in the right light. But I love this bag. The only thing I figured out is the shoulder. I carry it over my left shoulder. Let's see. Oops, I closed it. I stick the name right. They got this little side pocket here, and it's really nice and convenient, except depending on what shoulder you carry it on. See, it's got the 2 handles. Am I in here good? It's got the 2 handles. This one you can just throw on your shoulder, And just depending on what is more convenient when you're wearing it. You don't have to have this dragging along, I guess, this shoulder strap. But I just do for convenience. And this handle by itself is really fabulous. So I wear them both together. But what I'm trying to show you is I put this over my left shoulder, like so. Can't see, I guess I don't have it in the mirror. But the zipper is not here. It's on the back side here. And so you can't get at it. The only way that this would work is if you carry it over your right shoulder, and then your hands are free to use this zipper. But I like it, and I did buy it on the resale market, and you see there is some damage here where the shine is worn off. Luckily it's on the inside, but you know what? I still like this bag really a lot because it's so slouchy. Okay, have I sung the praises of that enough? Okay, I guess I'll end with that. And let me think. Oh, let's look outside again. It's gotten quiet. Oops, I gotta turn the flash off. There. It's gotten quiet. The flag is still, wait, I can't find, oh, there it is. Yeah, it's still going. All right, bye. Well, I thought I'd take out my crochet books, a couple of them here. I've got a lot of these. You might have seen on one of my other videos. I did a video on my vintage, these are from 1940, 1950, crochet pattern books. And I've got many, many binders, thick binders filled with these books. But I just dug out a couple of loose ones I had. And I thought maybe we'd do a couple crochet stitches. Do I dare say all this? Learn how to crochet? This book I have here is, I believe, 1941. And it has crochet, knitting, tatting. Tatting is very cool. I don't know how to do it. And embroidery. I jump around so much. Let's see, what year is this? 1941, from the spool cotton. Now there's different, there's like American threads, star threads, Clark's thread, and the different thread companies put out different pattern books. But the problem is the American Thread Company, American Thread is not easy to find, and Clark's is easy. And Star is not easy to find. And that pattern book that I'm working on with this one, usually I don't, I mean, I value these antiques. I don't rough them up like this. Usually, you know, this came to me pretty rough. And usually I'll take a photocopy of the page I'm working on. Like that's what I'd do with these if I were doing a pattern. I'd take a photocopy first, probably. I'm just thinking right now if we find one in there to do, I probably won't, because because it's, I'd have to set up the printer and all that jazz, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so anyways, going back to that, we'll see how far we get if I can find some thread. And I brought some needles out, and this is that one that I'm working on, and I think I'm on row 22, but I'm just not into, you know, it's, I have to find out where I am on the circle, so it's easier starting fresh, especially if I'm going to show somebody how to do something. Okay, so I'll put that one aside. And I brought some thread, and I did bring 2 sizes of, this is that Clark's Ecru is the color. It's not a white, and I love this color. And it is the big ball, and this is a 6 cord. So there's 6 individual wrapped or twisted cord in each one of those. That's what 6 cord. 3 cords means there are only 3. I like the 6 cord because, of course, it's a little bit stronger, and it was a good quality thread then. Okay, and I also brought, this is number 30, and I brought a number 20 just for fun, in case I ran into a 20 pattern in the books. And I don't know if you can tell the difference in the 2 cords, but this is 20, so it's a finer cord than the 30. And you'd use a different numbered crochet hook. The bigger your thread, there is a number 10 that is, I think this was 10. I didn't make this, but this is a thicker. I don't have any of my doilies out here. Oh, well. Oh, just, yeah, I do, but a thinner one. I didn't do this one, I don't think. I didn't do this one, but it's my doily, but I didn't do it. And I didn't do this one either. But this is a thicker thread, so you'd use probably a larger numbered hook. You know, like a 7 or 9 or whatever it called for. And this would be like a 10 or a 12, you know, so if you get the idea of how the numbers work. Your pattern will tell you, though. And let's see what else I got going on here. But probably what we're going to work with is the 30. And put those aside, the hooks. Brought out a few hooks, and I've got a lot of these too. I got them like on estate sales, and I like buying a whole. I've said this before, I like to buy other people's the needles. I like the whole. I don't like 1 or 2. I like their whole set. You know, someone's passed away. And then they have the estate sales. I like buying all the knitting hooks, the crochet hooks, their threads, whatever they have, their patterns. I like to get the whole collection, I guess you'd say. So I've gotten quite a few of those at different times. Oh, here, this is an example right here. This is an example of tatting. I was going to show you. And it's just, I believe that it's, you use like a bobbin. It's shaped like this, a piece of wood. And then the thread's wrapped around it, I think. And then somehow you loop it through your fingers, and that's tatting. And I don't know how to do that. But it's the really fine work. And this was from one of those estate bags, I guess. And hooks. Looks like, is that a rusted or a marked one? These are the different hooks. Put them all together. I've got some newer and older all mixed together. And like this one is a number 7. Let's see if I can get the focus. A number 7. And then what number? This one I used. I got this one. And it's got this, ooh, and that was so comfortable. This one was, let's see what size that is. That's a 7 too, I think. I'm trying to find it. Okay. And this is a 10. See if we can find out. This looks like a big one. See, this one was 10 cents. I'm dropping them all over the place. Pickup sticks. USA 10 cents, so you know that's got to be an old one. And that's a, should know that name off the top of my head. Susan Bates, very popular for hooks. And there's a bit bigger head. Okay, let me see. Where's those 2 that I found? Here's a 10. That's pretty common. But anyways, these are the hooks. Oops, come on, focus. And I just keep them with my cheater glasses. Sometimes in the glass case, they don't fall apart, fall away. Okay, let's see. I was going to show you that tatting real quick. Embroidery, how to do tatting. Watch my shuttle, that's what they call that little wood thing. But this is some examples of what they did with the tatting. Let's see if I can get the focus. Being how it was used for collars, handkerchiefs, towels. And the shuttle, so it was a little wood, looks just like this, kind of. And they, of course, they had beautiful ivory ones and plain Jane ones, and made out of different materials. And I haven't even tried to do this, so let's not even. Looks pretty simple, how you thread it around and what to do with the right hand. Oh boy. First half of the double stitch, second half of the double stitch. Rings, picots, I think, picots, and joinings. You just have to read this stuff and concentrate. But you saw how fine it was. And looks like you use that shuttle there, or the pointer. Okay, let's go back to the crochet. That's what we were talking about. This book, like I said, has got crochet, knitting, tatting, embroidery. Tells you how to make your first loop. Should we do that? And how to hold your thread. Like I said, mine just gets twisted around. The main thing with your thread is to have a good and consistent tension. And that's how tight. As you get better, you get tighter. When you first start, it's so wobbly and loose. But that's fine, because you need it loose so you can see how to get into the that's the crochet hook going into the stitches. And that's how you make, so you need a nice loose one to see, because you can't figure, you know, I've never really figured out quite how to, where actually to start, how to put that. Let's start, let's do a chain here. Or let's find a pattern. Let's find a pattern. Okay, so I've got Clark material, and I've got a couple Clark pattern books. This one is just edging, and I haven't done any of those. Pineapples were really popular. Let's see, I thought I had 2 pineapple books. There it is. Pineapple pageant. Let's see what year the pineapples were done, but everybody did pineapples. They did pineapples because they were pretty easy, and it made a big pattern that filled up a lot of space, so you didn't have to do probably as many stitches. And you know, you start at the center and you just go round and round and round and pick up from the stitch underneath. And let's see, we're going to look at the year. I might not even get that far in this video. Sit down making it, we'll have to do it next time. Let's see, what year is this one? Oh, let's see. I would guess early 50s. Can't find a date. Let's see if there's a date on this one. Copyright 1946. So it's all pineapples, and I'm kind of bored with doing the pineapples. I'd like to do shells, are kind of the ones I kind of enjoy to look at, and it's really hard to find a shell pattern. I've got some shell doilies. That's the name of the stitch, or what it looks like. Like this is pineapple. These would be shells. This is a pretty common and easy one to do. Maybe we should do this one. Steel hook number 10 and the best 6-cord mercerized, I don't know how they say that, sorry, pronunciation's bad, crochet thread size 30, which we have, 1 ball, and a steel hook number 10. We could do that one. It's been a long time. Doily measures 8.5 inches and starting in diameter, starting at center, chain 10. They're saying starting at the center of your doily, chain 10. Join with a slip stitch to form the ring. Chain 3, 23 double crochet in the ring. Okay, that's pretty easy. Let me get set up here. We need number 10, right? Let me see if I pulled out number 10. And some of these I have to be careful because they're kind of old. And there's a 10. And, you know, they get worn out, like they get bent or, you know, they don't catch the thread real good. I don't know if you can see that. I think that other, let's do it on the blue. That other doily video that I did, I think my hook, no wonder I couldn't do nothing with it. The hook was all bent up. I don't know if anyone noticed, if you could see it. Okay, I got 110. I always like to start with a couple of them just in case. And if you go to the crochet store and you know, the supply store, you can get brand new hooks where you don't have to worry whether they're going to be, you know, working really well or not. And I don't know what brand is out there. You know, one of the sales I got one time was the woman's things, and they were all metric, I think. It was from England originally. That was kind of interesting. Okay, I've got 3 10s here. And I'm sorry it's not focusing good. Okay, let's get the thread out. Here's the thread. And so I don't show you any bad habits. Let's see. The other one opens easier. This one's already started. Oh, where's this one? Oh, that's from the center. I don't want that one either. Shove that back in there. Okay, I'll put you on hold while I wait to try to find the start. Okay, hold on. Wow, look at the mess I made out of this. Now, I don't want to I don't want to break the thread, and there's nowhere in all my reading have I ever read where the thread company tells you how to start a ball of thread, how to get it. You know, you just usually kind of just play around with it until you find an end piece and give it a little pull. But the end piece on this one was on the very bottom. Okay, I might have to make 2 videos out of this because, oh my gosh. Okay. All right, here, let's start on this one. How would you find it here? Now, it was on the underside. Maybe one of these kind of whipped in there differently. This is just bizarre. So then maybe I can see the little end piece, because it was a little fuzzy on the end. Real education, huh? How much patience does a person have? I just feel impatient because you guys are watching me. Okay, I'm going to turn it off and I'll be back. Okay, I think I'm on to something here. Okay, I'll be back when I get this done. Wow, that worked. Boy, I was moving my hands. This was good brain exercise and physical exercise of the hands and the wrists. I can feel it in my shoulders. Okay, now how to start this. We got some number 10 hooks here. Better put my cheater glasses on. And I hope you can see this. It's grass thread near the end of thumb and forefinger of the left hand. Make a loop by lapping long thread over short, hold loop in place, and then you take hold of hook as you would a pencil. Put your hook, boy, really into detail, put your hook through the loop and then catch and pull, and then it's going to look like that. Let's see if I can remember how to do that. A lot of times I just do all sorts of weird stuff, and I think this is what you do. You make a loop, then you put this through, and with this you have no tension, so it's a little hard. Did you see that? You got your loop. When I say about tension, you'll see in a minute. Put this through the loop and then hook with that hook the thread and pull it through. And then what? Is that ooh, ooh, ooh. I got it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry. And then this will be your tail. Now this part you're supposed to wrap around your finger. Now you guys can go on the internet too, and they'll find places to show you all that stuff. How to hold the thread. Put it through here, loop it behind and over, I think. Let's see if I can do that. Hook it through. Come up through here. Go down. I already screwed it up like that. It's hard for me to see because I guess that's it. Because I got those cheater glasses on. And then what do? Oh, and then you hook it over this finger. And do you hold it down here? I can't remember. Oh shoot, I lost my loop too. So I'm going to put it back in there before it escapes. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to think. Look at, I loop it around a whole bunch of ways. Talk about tension, but that's what's comfortable for me. You have to just do it however you want. And then as I knit, I crochet, it gets tighter and tighter, and I have to undo it. Okay, now the chain stitch. Don't cry, boo. Okay, through. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Let's see, maybe I can increase it. Oh my goodness gracious, this is all new here. Okay. And I need a plain background, nothing like this. Maybe this is better plain. Okay. Now I'm worried about the focus. So I did one chain. And you go 2. I'm going to read the pattern in a second. It's going to tell me how many times to do this. 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Oh, dry fingers. So I'm on 5, but now let's look at that pattern and what does it say to do. So I got to loop it around. Okay. Now the pattern says chain 10, and then chain 10. Folks, all messed up. Chain 10, join with slip stitch to form a ring. Okay. Maybe this is black. So remember, I was on 5. This tail is awfully long. It's going to get in my way, so I'm going to cut that off. Not real far off. This tail will stick out, whoops, in the center of the doily. And then you can trim it then. So I'm on 5. It's going to be mean with the focus. Okay, 5, 6. See, it's not tight enough, so it's slipping away. It's better if you start with yarn. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. And a slip stitch. Well, this isn't going to work, but a slip stitch. Okay, you'll have to watch somebody that does this better. In the first loop, I just stick it in there in the first stitch. Boy, I must focus. Oh, I know. Let's try this. Is that any better? So I just stuck it through the next to the tail there. Now how did that get turned around? And I'm going to hook that thread, the long one, and then pull it through. I don't know if you saw how I did that. You have to watch someone else, but that's how you start that doily. Okay, I have enough of this. Take the glasses off because it's hard to see. I have a ring. Now it says the next thing to do is, I don't know if you can see that, I did the slip stitch to join the ring. Then the first round, that's what they call when you go round and round, chain 3. First you chain 3, and then you do 23 DCs, and that DC is double crochet in that ring. Oops, my hook fell off my, that's dangerous. Then you have to start all over and post around. The ring that they're talking about, where you put the double crochet stitches in, is this ring that I'm almost losing here. The ring with the chains, the 10 chains, do the slip stitch, and believe me when I say there's a little tiny ring there. And I should have left that tail longer because that helps me control it when it's small. I cut it already. See, now next time I won't do that. Okay, they say chain 3, and we know what a chain 3 is. Now I can grab the ring with my finger to help control it. And I go 1, 2, and 3. And then they said something, 23 DCs, double crochet. What happens is one double crochet is the same height as that 3 that we just did, sticking off the ring. Okay, now we need to know what a double crochet is. 2 double. Okay, a single is a single crochet. I think that would be just going through one loop. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's just go on to the second, the double crochet. The double crochet is to insert the hook, thread to begin row, thread over, and insert the hook to form the front. Okay, never mind that. Here's the second row. That's the double. Oh, that's the double crochet. Yeah. Okay, the double is you insert the thread over one time, a triple crochet is you'd put the you would turn the thread around the hook. I'll show you. It's easier. I don't have my glasses. Got to put them back on here. Okay, 23 double crochet hooks. I tell you, this is all the same as the chain stitch. Okay, you put the thread over. You put the hook into that round hole from the original and pull it through and go once under two. Sometimes you have to, I need to get this set up on the ground. Okay. And if you do 23 of those, okay, in, out, and then you have three on there, 3 loops on your hook, and then you pull this new thread through 2 of them. And sometimes they jump away like that, and you go, oh no, gotta start all over. Where was I? Gotta start all over. There's my chain 3. Okay, once over in the ring, pull it through, and there's that tail I cut off too soon, and I've got 3 loops. Okay. I hope you guys take up crochet. I'm just trying to show you how easy it is. I just don't do it very well with showing you. But I'm going to work on this. I'm going to get my ring going so I'm not so uncoordinated. And if you're younger, this will be a lot easier for you because you're more coordinated. You can see better. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye. Okay, I found that the double, and it's really simple. You guys get yourself a book and you can just follow those instructions and thread the thread through. And what it's going to look like after you do, I do 23 of them, it's going to kind of look like this, but it will be in the ring. And then what's going to happen with the next stitch, the second row, this will be the row 1, and then the second row will come from these little loops here, and I'll be sticking the needle right under those 2 on the top, and then doing whatever they want me to do. Okay, all right. Oh, I hope that this will help somebody get into it and learn about it, because it's really fun. Like I said, if you use yarn, you crochet with yarn, it's the same stitches, but only you're making scarves and something bigger. And you could actually make a doily with that number 10 is a thicker thread with a number 7 hook. You know, but I definitely try it. I haven't done this for years. It's probably been 5-6 years, I think, and I'm just going to try and do some and see what happens. Keep me out of trouble, maybe. As I was cooking here, getting ready to cook, I thought, I should make a video of this. I got some stitches in my fingers here the other day, and here I got some, glue, I guess. But anyways, here I am trying to figure out how to prepare a few things, and I found this thing at the resale store. And it works pretty good with some small pieces, but nothing big. So I ended up using the chopper and stuff. But anyways, I'm not too keen on doing any purse videos right now anyways. Haven't been. And with this, I might upload some older ones. I found some that I didn't upload before. And I think I'll do that. All right. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.